everyone, it's Eki here. Today I wanted to talk about this store that I made a purchase from recently that I wanted to share with you guys because you might see their product on my blog with me wearing it, and you might ask me where I got it from, and I wanted to address the issue that I have with the products before you might ask me, and it's better for me to talk about it than just a blog post. So the store that I'm talking about is called lovelyshoes.net. I've been wanting to purchase from this store for a really long time, but I didn't want to make it because I heard bad reviews, and so, you know, when you hear a bad review, you don't want to make a purchase. But if you're petite like me, you might understand that shoe sizes for petite girls are so hard to find, especially if you live in America and let's say you're size 5 like me. Some brands don't even make size 5. They start off at 5.5, 5.5. So the frustration of me going to a store and finding like a cute shoes on the rack, and I'm like, oh my god, I gotta have this, and I look for my size or ask a store person, do you have size 5? And they're like, nope, they don't even make size 5, or nope, they don't have size 5, because first size that's always sold out is the smaller size is first. So I either have a bad luck in not having my own size shoes, or that it's sold out. So the main reason that I've been wanting to buy from this store is because they sell small sizes as well, and they're Asian shoes. I believe they're Chinese. Well, not I believe, I know they're from China, but I think they make like replica of other shoes. But the thing is, I'm not really sure. They call it wholesale shoes. So right then, that's a sign that, you know, you're not getting a quality shoes, because usually wholesale item from China is not that great. But I took a chance anyway because their selection of shoes are so cute, and they have like thousands of shoes on there. And so they go by European size from 34 to 40 something. And so I wanted to see how 34 fits on my feet. Because size 5 America, like I say, it differ from brand. Some is perfect and some could be like size 6. So took a chance with 34, and I'm going to show you the shoes, but I'm going to address the issue that I have with it along with individual shoes. And I took a photo of it and I'm going to post it on the blog. So I'm going to have a blog post and this video so that you could get a better idea of what I'm talking about. When I first opened the box, it came in this thing, 4 shoes in this tiny box, and I'm like, wow, that's weird. And I opened it and they were individually in this plastic wrap, and this is another thing that I want to warn you. When I immediately opened the box, it smelled like strong glue, like factory chemical, like glue smell. If you go to like nail salon, you smell that chemical strong smell. It's like 10 times that. Okay, so the first shoes is this shoes right here. It's a wedge shoes. It's not that, I guess it's kind of high in this heel, but it doesn't feel that tall when I wear it. But in the picture on their blog, on their site, this shoes looks exactly like it, because what I read from other people's experience is that they got a shoes that was completely different from the shoes that was showcased on their site, and they received it and it's like completely different, or it's like slightly different. But this one is as is, except one exception. This charm right here on the shoes wasn't this weird dingy little thing. On their picture it was heart-shaped with like rhinestone on it, and so I was thinking, wow, that's really cute. And so I purchased it. This one was like $9, I believe, and I bought it in size 34. Further inspecting, first thing I noticed with this was hanging loose like this when I took the bag out. The soles are like, it was both hanging out like this. And I was like, whoa, that's not cool, because, you know, it's exposed, little dingy sponge. And I was like, okay, well, I guess that's not bad, kinda, because the shoes itself looks just like the picture, because what I was afraid of was that I was gonna get a completely different shoes. And then I further inspected it. This thing, I guess they made it so that it's cheaper for you to just hook it in, and this doesn't really quite like fit on your ankle. It's kind of loose. And this one I thought not bad for $10, but the thing is, the shipping is as much as the whole shoes price itself. It was a little bit more than what the whole shoes was. So I would say you have to double it in the terms of pricing. So this shoes is worth about $20 with the shipping. So the sole was out, and then when I looked at it, I was missing a charm on the other one. I was like, okay, there's charm broke off. So that's kind of dingy. But overall, is when you look at the gluing on the shoes, it's really nice on this one. So I guess $20, not bad. And so, but I was kind of upset that, you know, this thing could like slip off when you're wearing it. The second shoes, this, I have to say, out of the 4 shoes, I bought 4 shoes, only one didn't have a defect. And this is the shoes that didn't have a defect. And this one was the most expensive shoes that I bought from them out of the 4. This one was like $17.90 something, I believe. And again, I bought it in size 4. I mean, not size 4, size 34. And I would say that this 34 size fits me perfectly on all of them. But I would say this one's kind of on the big side, a little bit on the big side. So I would say this fits anybody that's like 4.5 to like 5, size 5. Anyone that has petite feet. So I would say this one is the only one that came without any defect that I could tell. It has a little bit of like strings coming out here and there. But other than that, I couldn't find any major defect. Like this sole is glued on there well. Nothing is coming out. It's glued really well. And it doesn't look cheap. Maybe if you look at it really close up, maybe it will look cheap. But it doesn't look cheap from far away, or if you're really wearing it and somebody's looking at it. And I wore it once already, so it's kind of worn. And so this one I recommend because there were no defects and it looks really pretty. And then the third shoes I bought this pump. It's like a pleather pump, and it came with this bow that's detachable, and you apply it here. And I thought, when I first took it out of the box and saw, I think this was the first one I saw, I was like, wow, this is really cute, just like the picture. Further inspecting it, this bow on the other one was like hanging loose. It was like this. So when you take it off, it completely came out, and you can see how cheap the inside is. So I was like, wow, that's not cool. And when I looked at the shoes furthermore and wore it to test it out, this part is like all loose, hanging out. It doesn't stay on my feet. And when you look at it, if you look at it more, it's like not in shape. It's like, it looked like it's been squished. So I can't really wear this. I can't walk in it because it falls out, because it doesn't have its shape here. This part is all like hanging loose. I believe this shoes was $14, I think. think I should have all this information beforehand, but I will have all the right exact information on my blog. But it was like $14, and I'm kind of sad because it's so cute, but I can't wear it because it's, like I say, it's out of shape. And this thing is, I guess I could glue it back myself, but to me, you pay for something, you shouldn't have to fix it, you know, unless it was used, but it's not used. So unfortunately I can't wear it because it's out of shape, but it's super cute. Last one, I got this boots. I wore it like maybe 3 times already because it's really cute, but initial reaction, I was like, wow, again, it looks just like the picture, and it indeed looked like the same exact thing. But when I saw it, this part on the buckle, the stitching was hanging out. This buckle was like hanging by a thread, but I fixed it. I was kind of upset because I was like, why are they sending me this many defective items? Like, what if you couldn't sew? You know, you couldn't fix that. And so I was kind of upset in a term of thinking that, you know, I have to fix it my own when it should be inspected before it was shipped out to the customer, before all this, you know, issues. So this part was, you could tell the color difference because this thing was sticking out completely, almost falling off. And so you put this belt around it and it loops around and comes back like this, and he has a zipper here. It's really cute boots. Style wise, this one I believe was 12 something, I believe. But either way, with the shipping, my whole shoe was about $54 in shoes, and the shipping was like $56. So my total was $110 and 4 shoes, which isn't bad. But when you think about it, you could buy the same price shoes at like Forever 21 with better quality. So it equals out to buying from Forever 21 or somewhere like that. So it's not that cheap in terms of like wholesale shoes because of the shipping. I wore this in one of the outfit of the day post on my blog, and I had several people ask me that boots is really cute, where does it come from? And so it comes from lovelyshoes.net. I would have to say the quality, like I say, if you didn't know how to sew and to fix it, that's kind of crappy. So buying 4 shoes from this store and having 3 of them with defects, I would say that's not that great. Plus, the material on this, on their site, it say leather. I believe it said leather, and then somewhere else it said man-made leather. So I didn't expect it to be leather at all for that price. But I have to say, I only wore it 3 times, and there's scratches already because this material is very flimsy. It's like light plastic over fabric. So if you really like scratch it, it will scratch it. It's already like scratched. So the material isn't all that good. It's not gonna, if you're gonna wear it and throw it away, it might be fine. But if you want to wear it for like a season or a year, I don't know how that would be. Sole wise, they're kind of good. But like I said, 3 out of 4 shoes, 3 have defects. So you have to make a call on that one. And the thing is, as soon as I took out the shoes and saw all the issues with it, I emailed lovelyshoes.net and told them, I took a picture of it, which I will post that on blog, and wrote individual issues with the shoes. I was happy that they look exactly like the picture. this shoe is the only one without any defect. I am very happy with. It's very pretty. I wanted to share this with you guys. You could make the call. I have to say, like, I understand you petite girls out there with small feet. It's really hard for us to find shoes that we like and want to wear. So I'm kind of on that weird spot where I want to kind of recommend this store because they do have cute shoes. And with my defects, I could still wear it if I fix it, glue it, whatever. But like I said, and the smell was really bad. Like the smell, I had to air it out for like a week before I could really touch it because it stank up my whole house just having that open and sitting there. So just smelling that, I was like, that's not healthy for the people that's working at that shoes factory. That's like a bad chemical smell. So I'm sorry to blab again. I end up talking way too much. But like I say, if you're petite feet like me, you kind of end up giving into that maybe there's a defect factor because we want to wear cute shoes too, you know? Okay, so that was my review. If you could go to my blog and I would have more, maybe a little bit more detail on the links to the shoes and things like that. So thank you for watching, and I hope I explained everything well, and good luck. Bye bye.